Stay close, stay with hope. It's not gone till we let it roll away. You're the only one and only. You're the only one, and we're feeling alive again.
Break new ground. Discover more at ariat.com.
World number one Tim Price and Vitali have set a new record here at the 2023 Defender Burghley Horse Trials by posting the event's first ever sub-20 dressage score, taking the lead on 18.7. Tim is a former winner, having taken the title here in 2018 with Ringwood Skyboy and was third at Burghley last year with Vitali. I caught up with Tim after his record-breaking test. Stunning test there on Vitali, 18.7. We've just heard a record since 2008. We've known he's good on the flat, but what have you been doing with him in your preparations to eke out those extra marks?
I think it's a good time of year for any horse really, because they've been going through the motions a bit and then they settle in, and we're almost hitting autumn, and yeah, they just sort of allow you to have a more normal approach, if you like. And for him, that means just mainly focusing on the fitness, to be honest. He's a very, very capable horse in this department, so it's not something I need to keep doing, but obviously we school and train a couple of times a week, and it's more about flexibility, suppleness, push, and then the movements and the actual performance all just gets laid on top of that. It's the foundation stuff. This time in particular, what have I done different? I just had a bit more belief in the horse's ability to go in and really show off a bit more, rather than being at all conservative. I really went for it today. So that was actually in the ring, but the lead up has been more preparing him for that kind of approach in the ring. So a lot of leg on, a lot of going somewhere, a lot of encouraging him to be impressive. And then, yeah, that's it really. Simple.
You make it sound very simple, but it certainly isn't. And you talk about belief. You've talked about belief in him before. You've always believed in him. Did you believe that he could be a record breaker?
I believed he could go into the teens at a 5-star. The record thing is a nice bonus, but yeah, I do believe in him doing a test like this, and if I can get the preparation right, then I should be able to do similar things in the future. So yeah, he's a wonderful horse, and I think the best of him is yet to come.
And looking at him as well, he is the most beautiful horse, as I often say. What's he feel like to ride?
Yeah, he's lovely. He's so soft through his body, and when I do something right in terms of balance and things, then you go and put a movement on top. It's really nice. So it gives you a really good reference of if things are being done well or not. But he's lovely, and to be honest, across the board, we haven't always been the best show jumpers on day 3, but we have actually jumped a lot of lovely rounds show jumping in our time together. So that's actually been quite good fun, and then the cross country, he's a lovely horse too, so he's a pleasure to do.
Oliver Townend, who held the day 1 lead with Swallow Springs, posted the exact same score with his double 5-star winning ride Ballamore Class on Friday afternoon. Ballamore Class, who won here with Oliver in 2017 and finished second and third in 2018 and 2019 respectively, holds the runner-up spot at this stage, as he is ahead of his stablemate on collectives. Oliver, beautiful test there at Ballamore Class. Same score as Swallow Springs from yesterday. What does it mean to be back here riding Ballamore Class at Burghley, given everything you and he have achieved together?
I probably aren't eloquent enough to put it into words what the horse means and what he means to the team. We've known him from basically day 1 as a 4-year-old, and yeah, it's very special. I always wanted to get him back here, but he's always been on British team duties. So to finally get the chance to ride him here again, where he's been so good 3 times before, is an achievement for the team at home through good management, and also very exciting and a privilege for myself. So we shall see.
And how did he feel in there today?
Yeah. He's a professional. He knows where he is. Dressage wouldn't be really his favourite phase, but at the same time he's not without talent at it, so he feels in good form. He's perhaps a little older now, but he feels no different physically, if not a lot better physically than he did when he was here 6 years ago. So just looking forward to it. I'm very excited to have him here.
This means that Oliver holds both second and third places ahead of cross country. In fourth are his Tokyo Olympic team gold medal winning teammates Tom McEwen and Toledo de Cursa. Here's what Tom had to say after his double Olympic medalists test. Tom, a lovely test with Toledo de Cursa. What does it mean to have him here at Burghley?
Oh, it's super special, really exciting. It's been years since I last got to have a go around here, so for me, I'm really looking forward to having another go around the track with him, and I'm sure he is. Even though he's a very different horse to what he was a few years ago, he's a Burghley horse out and out. So yeah, for me, I'm absolutely relishing the challenge on him.
And what have you been up to with him since badminton?
Since badminton, everything's been cancelled, so a few OI. So he last ran at Frickley Park in Yorkshire, which was a lovely OI. My plan, just because of European Championships, I couldn't go to Hartbury, so my plan was always to get him to the Open, and sadly an unbelievable amount of rain meant they could do no other really. But yeah, he's fit, well, ready, prepped, he knows what he's doing. So yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Were you pleased with your test in there today?
Yeah, delighted with him. Yeah, like the latch work was great, the canter work was great. There's obviously a few things and bits and bobs. It wasn't quite as tight as sometimes it can be, but yeah, I'd probably say he's a bit fitter than he has been for a few years. So he's also he's come back out of his skin again.
Ross Cantor and Pencoff's Crown Jewel hold fifth, while Boyd Martin and his second ride, Set Select TSF, had the strong US campaign at this stage in sixth, closely followed by his compatriot, Burghley first-timer Grace Taylor and Game Changer in seventh. Boyd, lovely test. How are you feeling?
Oh, relieved. You know, it's always good just to get it out of the way. It's nerve-wracking just because you know that a good test is in you and your horse, and you just got to pull it off in that moment. And obviously a lot goes into this, and you never know. Like your window of time of riding at Burghley, this could be it, or we might get another chance. But there's horses that are a bit older. You don't get too many chances to do a great test.
Grace, what a Burghley debut for you here. How are you feeling after that?
Oh, I'm delighted with him. I'm very, very happy. So, yeah.
And can you put into words what it felt like riding in that arena?
Oh, it's been the goal since I was a kid. That's all I've wanted to do. So to do it is brilliant.
And I also caught up with two-time winner Pippa Funnell, who's in provisional 8th with Myers Hope, and who is also supporting some younger competitors here this week. Pippa, lovely test in there in that Burghley arena you've been in so many times, won in twice. How was it to be back in there?
I think, listen, it's always a privilege to come to Burghley. It's such an iconic venue and amazing, beautiful surroundings. So I for sure, I'm thrilled to be back again. I think everyone at my stage now, every big one is a bonus. You know, providing I've got the horsepower to come to them, and hopefully is. He's been around the track here twice before, so fingers crossed.
How's he feeling?
Well, Hope never feels exactly amazing on the flat. I have to, obviously got other horses that are easier than him, but I have to say the trot work, he did the best trot work he's ever done. I think he must have scored pretty well in the trot work, because he would have come a bit down in the canter because he was a little bit hollow, and the walk's not easy with him. But he did his changes, even though he's a bit hollow, and I stayed brave with the big canters. But no, I was pleased, but the walk's always a bit fragile.
And you've got some young people here competing this week that you help. How much do you enjoy that role at an event as well?
Well, I love, listen, anyone who's enthusiastic and got the same sort of passion as I have, I enjoy helping, absolutely. And if it's as much, it is helping, but it's also sharing the experiences you've had over the years, and if that can help them, that's a good thing. I mean, I've helped Christina actually quite a lot, because funnily enough, she, I'll help any of them at any time, but what I don't want to do is throw my help at them. If they want me, I'm the other end of the phone. It's not up to me to chase them. And Christina said, right, I want to come down, so she came down last week for 3 days with this horse Google and her 2 Blenheim horses. Harry was with me a lot last year, because when he was having his yard built, he was with me for 3 months, so he really got a taster day in day out of my sort of system, and whereas Emma I've helped, but I actually haven't had quite so much to do with Emma, to be honest. But again, they're all three of them are very enthusiastic and on good jumping horses. So fingers crossed they have a really good trip, and you know, it's all part of their experience, isn't it? They've got to come and do it to gain the experience.
Will Fordray and Mama's Magic Way for the US are the final new entrants into the top 10. And here's what Will had to say. Will, looked a lovely test in there. How is it riding in Burghley's main arena?
It's, you know, you think of all of the horses and the legends that have gone through that arch and ridden in there, and it's such an honor to do it. And then to go in and, you know, put our best test forward is just a dream, and I'm going to enjoy the moment and then get focused for the rest of the week.
And were you pleased with the test?
Be very. You know, it's a personal best for us at this level, and you know, he's a super horse, and I'm so honored to get to ride him, and a huge thanks to his wonderful owner Jennifer Mosing, who allows us to come to these amazing competitions, and yeah, I'm just thrilled to be here.
And I also caught up with another popular combination on the 5-star scene, Tom Rowland and the now 16-year-old Possible Mission, who are making their 6th 5-star start as a combination. Tom, that looked a lovely test on this horse. We've got such a special partnership together. How was it in there?
He was a really good boy. It was a couple of marks short of our badminton score, and you always think you're only human to think of places where you could have been more competitive. Change has been a bit of our nemesis at badminton. We got all 4, whereas we didn't quite get that this time. But really pleased with him, and I always enjoy riding him in those arenas with that atmosphere. In comparison to one day, he really kind of comes alive, and I think he knows where he's at. Lots of people you see like riding their horses a lot and you know, wanting to chill them out, and I'm like, no, I'm going to keep him fresh, keep him sharp, so it makes it a very easy week. He doesn't take much riding, but really pleased with him, yeah.
Head over to the Horse and Hound website for all the latest news and reports from here at the 2023 Defender Burghley Horse Trials, and don't forget to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.